Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Chairman Neldris in Elder Kings 2. And we've taken some big chunks out of Thorn, but for some reason no one cares that we're holding too many duchies, and I'm not entirely sure why. But since nobody cares, we're just gonna hold on to them for now and just keep going. And we still have 2 counties to give away, and since we have 2 kids with no land and 2 land to give away, this feels like a no-brainer and we'll just give it to them. Like so. And speaking of kids, our youngest son still needs to marry, and I've been looking at that a little bit too. And if we sort by alliance power, well, first of all, I don't know why these guys are at the top, because they're pretty weak, and they're losing their war, so we don't want to touch that. But we can ally to House Redoron, which is fairly strong, and they're going to be a good ally to have if we're going to fight House Indoril for the Duchy of Tears. So we are definitely going to go for this. And yeah, normal marriage is what we want, so there we go. And with that, we can just, well, actually, we're not going to unpause just yet, because we still have a lot of prisoners, and we're just going to mass ransom, get some money and prestige from that. And we are getting a lot of vassals all of a sudden. So I think it's time we improve our crown authority to limited instead of autonomous. So this is gonna give us some more levies and a little bit more tax. Now we're gonna just unpause and let stuff happen. That's a lot of stuff happening at the same time. So, excellent. We get our alliance. Very good. We're ransoming everyone we can, but sure. Just ransom those as well. That's fine. And we can also call a hunt. And there's a lot of different things here, but these are nothing that we really care about. So, actually, we're not gonna call a hunt. I was thinking we are gonna call or host a feast. Because, like I said, we have a lot of vassals, and this is gonna make all the vassals happy. So, I feel like that's a good thing to do. Feast. The guests are gathering in the Great Hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends! It is such a joy to see my daughter and heir, Chieftess Serin, once again we eat, drink and sing together, as if no time has passed since we parted last. We could have been dining in a barn, and this would still have been one of the greatest feasts I have ever been to. That's very nice. Hey, we reinvigorated our friendship. Excellent. And stagger and sway. While everyone was enjoying the feast, a talented bard started singing a most cheerful song. I decided to pay attention to the bard singing the song. It was a song about how can someone love being drunk and the taste of liquor. I gazed around me and saw many guests hugging bottles of various alcohol and beverages. Well, first of all, that's a weird song. But also, I feel like that was weirdly worded. But anyway, I don't think I want to be a drunkard and we're good on stress, so I'm just gonna stand out of this one and just enjoy the song. Oh, there's a lot of factions against us, so good thing we're holding a feast. With everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my wife Tremona to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. Until next time. And we get a bunch of prestige. Very nice. And you might have noticed that my voice hasn't completely recovered yet. I'm still a little bit hoarse, but it should be fine. So, we're still gonna call a hunt because I want to catch that damn white troll, and it's been a while since we had our last event with that. Oh. Okay, good. We have 0% chance to die. I always get a little bit nervous when I see the red options with a skull. But just as my vassal, Chieftain Gilman, and I crest the hill, we hear it. The snapping of twigs, the rustling of branches, birds screaming in fright. They are heralds announcing its arrival. A massive Wamasu, heading straight for us. Yeah, let's take care of this. We can heal our wounds if need be. But we can also get a hunting trophy, which is much more likely. And we get our hunting trophy. Excellent. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our Kagutis to leave the hills behind as the servants prepare the Wamasu and other game for the journey back. In spite of our difficulties along the way, the hunt went very well. Excellent. And we're getting a lot of prestige. Might want to see if we want to add a tradition to our culture, actually. I've been corresponding with your first mate, Velsa, and it has been a shameful diplomatic display. You are not the man I thought you were. Wait, who? Oh, you're the Indoral people. Well, that's not optimal. He is terrified of us, which is great, but it's not. I don't want them to dislike us because I don't want to be attacked by them. I do think we can beat them, but it feels like a unnecessary war if they were to attack us. And I don't want them to be our rivals either. So, we are gonna let them marry. Excellent. And what was I thinking? Right. Our traditions. I was gonna see if we can reform it and add a new one. So, we can grab astute diplomats, which it's fine. Not sure if I care about it that much. We can get hill dwellers, which I don't think we have too many hills in the area. I mean, there's always hills here and there, but I don't feel like this is doing too much. If it was like combat in hills, I might have considered it, but meh, I don't think so. We got metal workers, which is just buildings and stuff. I think actually, it is gonna make our army tougher for the cost of a little bit more gold. And we have a lot of gold. So that might actually not be bad. Sorcerer's Kings is a cool trait. Because, well, we're a pretty good wizard. And there's a lot of nice things there. Especially since it makes Mage's Men-at-Arms better. Which is pretty nice. There's also warfare. Well, we can't get malleable invaders. Womp womp. Okay, none of those does anything. We can get dexterous fishermen, which will give us a bunch of good things for coastal stuff. Which that seems like it's gonna be pretty good for us because most of our stuff is coastal and we fight a lot along the coast. So that's not bad. The supply capacity especially is really nice. I do really like that actually. I think we're gonna go for that. Or seafarers. The trade port line and building it will increase control. Embark cost is nice, but I don't think we need to worry too much about money because we're making 25 a month. So I think we're gonna go dexterous fisherman. Yeah, let's go with that. It feels very in line with us as well, so we're just gonna go with that. Oh, wait, who died? Oh, in my dungeons. Should probably do something about my dungeon. Like, yeah, we can ransom you. Why weren't you ransomed in the mass ransom? But the rest is kind of meh. You are hostile, you hate us. We might just go on a mass execution. Oh, right, we're waiting for that to go through. I guess we can do that for a weak hook. We don't really care about those. So, that's fine. I think the rest might be executed. Although you are a tribunal follower, you've been in our in our prison for a long time. I think it's time we just do it like that. That's fine. Welcome to freedom. And I think we're just gonna execute the rest of them. That's fine. Or, we can just let them be. Because at least we got rid of some of them. And got some ransoms, which is nice. Oh, that's the task you finished. So, that means we can upgrade the small harbor. I was hoping we could upgrade more than this. Can we upgrade that? No. Huh. Well, I guess we should probably increase development there. How long? 3 years per thing? you know what? Collect taxes. We're just gonna leave that be for now. It'll be fine. And I think we're just gonna save our money to just keep building a treasury so we can get all the mercenaries when we need to fight House Indoril. So let's just keep going. Oh, right. These are the same thing. I saw task finished and something popped up, so I figured just check the task finished first, but it's the same thing. So, I prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance, and finally have enough material to make the case that we should have it. Yeah. Seeing as Maktusa is unfortunately insisting of being stuff, we shall press or get a claim on the entirety of Shays Creek. Excellent. So, now we just need to wait until 513 until we can invade them again. So, 4 years. Actually, 3 years. Or 3.5. Boiling anger. You might be a chairman, but you're also a cocky nixhound. The unprovoked anger expressed by my buccaneer Tireso comes at a complete surprise. He has been under a lot of stress, but to behave like this... Well, why are you so mad? Well, we can't find you a spouse. Let's do according to prowess. See if we can find someone. I guess that's not amazing, but it's alright. Let's get you a prowess wife. That even he struggles is calming, I guess. To the implacable Chairman Neldris of the Potomac Slavers Guild. I accept your marriage proposal. Your courtier Tereso, blah blah blah. Very good. I don't see why you wouldn't. I hereby invite you to a feast. Ooh, who are you? My grandson. Oh, nice. It'll be my pleasure. A warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the Great Hall, and our gracious host, Chieftain Endris, has welcomed us all to the feast. I look forward to this. What started as an ordinary feast became the exceptional one thanks to the presence of Chiefess Kireth. We spoke all evening about all manners of subjects, and as things would have it, it seems we have a lot in common. I had such a good time with her. What a good evening. Excellent. The bard announced the upcoming song was a woeful tune, and all laughter ceased. When the music and singing started, all voices got lowered, and an aura of respect raised among the crowd. The audience knew the song very well, and when the chorus came, many voices joined the bards. The song told the tale of Sotha Sil's mysterious First Era agreement with the Daedric princess, and by the end of it, my mind was racing. Long live our clockwork god. Okay. I guess. Returning home, what a feast. I will remember the days spent in Chieftain Endris' halls for a long time to come. Now it is time to wash the traces of merriment and wine, and once more resume the duties as Lord of the Realm. Farewell, grandson. Good party. And, ooh, we can invite some buccaneers. Let's do that. Send some heralds. And our first buccaneer is a Argonian. And why do you hate us? Because of a lot of reasons. I guess we'll pin you. I'll consider it. Actually, oh, we can unpin you. You are 20. Our buccaneers are 5. Oh wait, you're included there. So you would be in the top 10. But you wouldn't be, like, amazingly stronger than our lowest one, which I think will be here. Yeah, so I'll consider it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. I think our buff that gave us a little bit extra stewardship wore off. So we need to turn on fortified stewardship again, like so. And that fixes it. Very nice. A wild Hajj Mota appears. While I was rushing from one appointment to another, Brildraso approaches me, color color escaping from her face. My liege, I beg your mercy. A wild Hashmota has gotten into my place. Can't you hire someone to take care of that? Hire someone? Fetch me my sword. Well, 0% we die, so we can definitely do this. And only 31% we actually fail and get wounded. And once again, we can just heal that. So let's see what happens. Monster kill. Admiral Isfar I get Hunter, and I get nickname the Hunter. Or not. Well, we got Hunter. I would much rather be called Chairman Neldris the Hunter. Not only does that fit very well with the pirate slaver, but also, although being the calm and still hunt people for captivity is kind of menacing. Not gonna lie. So I guess either way I'm good with it. The seat of the Sundered Kings. For too long, the ruby throne has remained vacant. For too long, nobody truly came close to restoring the empire. By now, Colovia and Nibene, the two halves of Cyrodiil, have estranged themselves so much that they are once again disconnected as they have last been seen. As they have By now, Colovia and Nibene, the two halves of Cyrodiil, have estranged themselves so much they are once again as disconnected as they have last been since the days before Emperor Reman united them both in the first place. From this day on, Nibene and Colovian estate are once again considered their own entities, and Cyrodiil is but a distant memory. Huh, neat. There's a lot of stuff happening in Cyrodiil. And it is a border gory mad place. Oh, and this place didn't last long. It kind of broke out of House Indoril and then just collapsed. Which one is our ally? We do have an ally in there. Okay, it is a duchy in Astula. Okay, that is fine. And we have a perk to get. So we can get Journeyman Illusion, which sounds cool. Let's see if we get a ritual from it. And we get invisibility. Oh, that's cool. 1% scheme stuff. I feel like that's not enough. It is +3 in intrigue, which is pretty nice. But the rest doesn't seem to do much since it's just 1%. But it's a nice thing to have in our back pockets if someone starts to well, scheme against us again. So we're gonna remember that we have that, and we can demand some payments. But I'd rather just actually, who are you? Can we? What is your okay? Your contracts are fine, although we should check our vassals, because I know some of them have, some contracts that is based on opinion. That is not good. We should really do that. And this will be tyranny, unless we give her, like, religious right protected, maybe. I'm not gonna give her council rights. Cultural rights. Maybe. Could give her marriage favor, which will increase taxes and levies for some reason. The liege commit to marry their... Oh, no. The liege cannot revoke the vassal's title. Which... I mean, I hadn't planned on doing it, but now that you say it... No. They're not gonna accept it anyway, and we are gonna have to fight for it, so maybe we just... do title revocation and based on fame, because that seems to be our best way of doing things, because we are very famous and we're just getting more and more famous. So I think that's fine. That's gonna give us some money and some levies. How about you? Right, you're our son. You used a hook to do this. And yeah, I think it's still on cooldown because it's every 20 year and it's definitely haven't been 20 years since it did that. How about you? You have no contribution. I can't have that. And you're also a powerful vassal somehow. Yeah, I guess so. But I guess you won't accept that, will you? No, I thought so. So I guess protect your title revocation, because that's not something we will do. Is that gonna... No, that is possible, positive for us, which makes sense. But, you know, you gotta check. Gotta see. Wait, oh, based on fame. Wait, what? Oh, we've already changed this person. Well, that's annoying. But, you... Oh. What's up with your contract? What? Okay. I guess, I don't know what's up with you. The rest seems to have normal contracts, and that's fine. Although you are... Oh, because I'm not the rightful liege. How am I not? Oh, I guess we don't have this duchy. Which, that makes sense. I never did take that duchy. And, yeah, it's held by some hostile religion, and I'm fine with that. Who cares? Let's just leave it be. And... Right. Wait. This takes a while, right? Yeah, 2 more years. So, in 2 years, we can increase the size of... No, wait, we didn't take that one. Right, we didn't take the Crusader Kings, we took the ocean stuff, so mages isn't gonna increase, but that's fine. But Mary's comes of age. I'm proud to see that my daughter is no longer a child, but an adult. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Mary's the intricacies of careful planning. All efforts have come to naught, however. While she has shown herself fully capable of petty scheming, few would call it refined. But refinement is not always what you need. Okay, so she got a flamboyant trickster. But she is still... Well, she lost calm, which... That's too bad. I really played into her serial killing thing, but she's still an analytical villain, which I just find hilarious. But yeah, that's fine. She can be a flamboyant trickster if she wants to be. Oh, and we should check our buccaneers when this stops lagging. There we go. So, we have some guests with good prowess. You're a good one. So, let's recruit you. And you like us just fine. These guys are not that big a fan of us. And I don't think we need more Anglo-Argonians in our court, so... Let's just leave them be. We got pretty good champions right now, so I don't think it's a big deal that you aren't with us and you aren't with us. So that's fine. Let's just accept that and keep going. I hereby invite you to a feast. Well, I mean, if people are gonna keep inviting me, I'm gonna keep going there and drinking my head off. Every guest is gathered around the new life tree. Our gracious host, Chiefess Martz, has welcomed us to the new life festival. Is that kind of like Life Day in Star Wars? Like, is this Christmas? I don't know. It's February, but oh well. As a bard starts the next song, the most superstitious guest starts to show unease. It's a rather ghastly song, recounting the tales around a woeful and rather famished beast who devours any living thing that dares to cross its path. The awe-inspiring verses are amplified by the sound of the waves crashing on the shores nearby. I can't stop shaking. Or I have to keep a straight face. I mean, we're still pretty good on prestige, even though we just spent 2,000 of it. So, I think we can just not shake. Because, although we are 0 on stress, but I don't want to take stress unnecessarily, and we are absolutely fine on prestige. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my ruinous acquaintance, Chieftain Tigla. He inquires about my opinion on troop composition, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. And yeah, he doesn't like us, but we are pretty intimidating, which is fun. Exactly how intimidating are we? We got a natural 10, which isn't that intimidating. I would actually like to get this a bit higher, but oh well, this is fine. It's a subject that fascinates me as well. Or I couldn't care less. I don't want to get new rivals. I already had to kill my 2 of them because one of them were scheming at us, but that's fine. But I don't want to be friends with Argonians because I'm a dark elf, that doesn't feel right. As Wixtil's eyes widen at my word, I realize that I have just admitted to, I realize what I have just admitted to. I struggle to push my tankard away. I've had too much. I try to get up, wobbling a little. Don't trust a word I say. Oh! Well, that's no good. Although, thought people already knew about that since we have the famed trait murderer, but whatever. You're likely going to blackmail me, aren't you? Yeah, no. Okay. Whoops! Maybe I shouldn't confess to murder while drinking at one of my vassals' houses. That seems like a bad strategy. What a feast. I remember it the days I spent in Chieftain Mars's hall for a long time to come. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine and once again resume my duties as the Lord of the Realm. And we're just gonna speed on by because it's just 1 year away until our I guess, tradition of attacking Thorn every 5 years. And I think it was the 6th month. Greetings, my implacable liege. I hereby invite... Man, there's a lot of feasting. Well, I'm not one to say no for some drinking. And we're about to start a war, so how about some merriment before we start killing people? Every guest is gathered in the halls, and our gracious host, Magistrate Salu, brings attention to a crier who starts reading from a parchment. By decree of your most majestic majesties, from the depth of their magnificent magnanimity, today begins a rule of foolishness and frivolities. Abolished are concerns of toil and tax and responsibility, for this silly season is winsome glee. Okay, I don't know what you mean with that, but whatever. What kind of meat is this, so rich in flavor? What are these vegetables? Almost sweet. Oh, what a wonderful little dessert! This feast has some of the best food I've ever tasted. Delightful. Life reaffirmment. Oh, that is very nice. Lots of healthy attitudes in this party. What did I promise last night? I can't remember what led up to it, but I do remember slapping the back of my boatswain's Majesty Salu, telling her that I would do anything she asked me of. Anything. Now rumors about the oath I swore. I was just... I don't want more vassals having weak hooks at us. That's just gonna make them having to not pay anything and just pulling their levies out. And I think she's a pretty strong vassal. She is Majesty Salu. You are right here. Oh wait, I guess it doesn't matter because for some reason you already have like the most lenient contract I've ever seen because you don't have to pay or add anything. And I don't exactly know why she has this kind of contract. Is it privateering rights or something? But I don't know. Either way, I guess it doesn't matter if she has a hook. I just gotta remember to not give her any more land. Ah, there is nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You're something special, Neldris, Majesty Salu tells me. Draylin and Fathusa nods their heads in agreement. I just do what feels right. And we lose some stress because we're an eager reveler. That's very nice. Returning home. What a feast! I will remember the days spent in Majesty Salu's halls for a long time to come. Now it's time to wash off the traces of blah 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 blah. There we go. It's time for war. And we have a lot of magicka. Let's, before we start doing war stuff, let's summon a Dremora. I don't think the Daedric army is very good, so I just want more Dremora characters. So, cast summon, gain a hook on you. And why are all the Dremora so weak? I feel like Dremora should be like really good fighters. But oh well. You are a character, we have a strong hook on you because we summoned you. And we're gonna demand your conversion. There we go. Can we... No, we can't demand cultural conversion. But that's fine. You're gonna love us because you're our thrall. Which is excellent. So, let's start this fight. Let's get the... Well, first of all, let's start by declaring that. We are gonna just call in the order as usual because we have... Actually, we don't have that much piety. We should probably go on a pilgrimage after this because we're running low. And I should have probably gotten a cheaper one or just only used our own people because we got a lot of troops and not that much to fight. So, mages, go and siege over there. You can go and stand there. You can go and stand there. And you can go and chill right there. Don't care too much if we take some attrition. Oh, there they are. Let's not do this max speed and keep some people close by just so we can... Okay, they're leaving. Never mind, we can max speed this baby. Secret exposed. It seems the influence of the Daedra seeps even within my court. Marsh Lord Dreminsin of Hajda Methhooks. Okay. I definitely pronounced that exactly how it was meant to. Accused my grandson, Methuselah Aralor, of consorting with Meridia, a prince declared heretical within our faith. If we let it slip, who knows what devious plot her worship will bring to our realm. Well, he's already... I guess he's already in prison, so I guess there's nothing I can do about that, but whatever. Greetings, my implacable liege. You once again did me a great service, and I'm thankful in order to return the favor, I would like to offer a portion of my taxes from this year. Would you find such an offering acceptable? I mean, your what was your contract? Based on fame, no bonuses. We could ask for minor attributes or minor tributes, which will give us a little bit of extra prestige, but they will lose more prestige. I guess this is probably better than just getting a little bit of money. This is more prestige. More prestige is good. So yeah, let's go for that. I'll use your hook for that. We can't use that anymore, so you still owe me a favor, but since we already used it, that's fine. Should probably check that on our other vassal. Oh, you're unlanded. Never mind. You don't matter. I guess we could ask for money from you. Although you only have 18. Yeah, okay. There's no point. Let's just leave this be. Just hold on to that hook for now. You are going to go and help with that, even though there's a lot of people there. Let's grab these two and start going over there. And I guess we don't need to, but we get a bunch of extra money and fame and all good, kind of good stuff from killing these guys, and it feels good. So we got an extra 200 fame and 50 gold, which is definitely worth it. And I just love that I don't know, what do you call it, tradition? That tradition. Just because getting money from casualties basically makes war so profitable. Because as long as we're fighting, we're getting so much money from just fighting, and just doing sieges gives us money from sieges. And we're we might just finish this siege just to see if we can get a prisoner. We didn't, but we get a little bit of money anyway. So we're just gonna enforce this demand. Just gonna see if we can still hold on to this many duchies. And it seems like we can. And I still don't understand it, but I'm not complaining. That just works out for us. So, who wants this? We got plenty of vassal... Vassal count? No? Vassal limit. Limit is a good word for it. So, do we give it to someone on our council? We have a lot of strong vassals there. And do we have a better first... Oh, okay. That is our boatswain. But, oh no. I don't want you... let's put you in there. And let's just give you the land. I mean, I know none of these lands are very good, and I guess that's where Argonians have such an easy time of getting into powerful vassal. Because if there's a Argonian here, they are so much better at holding the land than our Dark Elves. But I don't want too many Argonian vassals because they hate me. But I only think we need to take this now to be able to usurp the kingdom. Although I'll just check for good measure. Yeah, they still hold one of these. And that is that one, right? Yeah. Because this is their other stuff. So, yeah, we only need to take this. And then we can finally become a pirate king. But that will probably be next episode. How long is our truce gonna be? 4 years from now. So, the 9th month in 519. So, 4 years from now. That should... Oh! Our son learned a language. Neat. Oh! And our bodyguard just died. How did you die? Mysterious circumstances. Okay. I'm gonna assume that was because someone tried to kill me. Because I don't know why else they would be murdered. Do we have anyone? Okay. You are excellent. So you're gonna be our new bodyguard. Because our last bodyguard just died from mysterious circumstances, and that is also always kind of worrying. So, that's gonna be good. But I'm gonna end this episode here, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!